If you're a defender, he'll make you fall. If you're a teammate, he'll put you on. If you're a doubter, he's gonna prove you wrong. Sharife Cooper may only be 20 years old, but he belongs in a category of elite point guards. Sharife's been shining in front of the bright lights since he was a kid, and was born in Jersey, so you know he grew up admiring Kyrie's handles. Now there's no time to admire Uncle Drew, cause Sharife's about to square up against the greats like that on the big stage. From Jersey to Georgia, this is the story of Sharife Cooper. Sharife was born June 11, 2001, alongside his twin brother Omar Cooper. While they were born in Newark, New Jersey, the family ended up moving to the Atlanta area when they were just 6 years old. Like so many before them, basketball is a family affair for the Coopers. His older sisters Mia and Taya set the stage as stars on the McEachern High School team between 2012 and 2015, before both going on to play collegiately. Taya even went on to play at the pro level after being selected by the LA Sparks in the 2020 WNBA draft. Sharife's dad, Omar, has been the family coach since they were little, and even started the AOT summer program to help his boys develop their game. Those summers balling out on the circuit are when Rife started becoming the player he is today. He wasn't always the man. A bit of a late bloomer, Sharife was undersized during his middle school days. That's why he had to learn to handle the rock, to be shifty. If he wasn't bigger than the other players, he'd be faster, smarter, more tenacious. In fact, Sharife has always been a lot bigger than he seemed. He's a vocal leader on the floor and prides himself in guarding the best player on the defensive side. Just ask his lifelong teammate Isaac Okoro. You know, current Cleveland Cav, NBA lottery pick forward Isaac Okoro. These two cats have been hooping together since they were kids, balling out on the summer circuit together in middle school. Rife setting up Isaac for easy buckets before he could even dunk, but that wouldn't last long. The dunking, I mean. It only made sense the dynamic duo of Sharife and Isaac stuck together for high school. Sharife would go on to carry the Cooper family basketball legacy his sister started with 4 incredible years at McEachern High School. In year 1, Rife hit a growth spurt. He wasn't so tiny anymore and was able to start at the point guard position despite his age. He averaged 16 points and 4.5 assists that year and helped lead his squad to a state semifinal appearance. Not bad, Rook. It was the same story, different day during Sharife's sophomore season. He continued to ball out in year 2, even dropping 42 points against JQ and Hudson Catholic at the City of Palms. Still, Sharife was highly underrated in his first couple seasons, despite leading his team to a 29-1 record as a freshman and balling out on the big stages as a sophomore. He wasn't getting the respect he deserved until his junior season. Once that respect came, there was no looking back. Following a strong summer with his AOT squad, Sharife Cooper alongside senior Isaac Okoro came to play in 2019. Yo, that McEachern squad went crazy. They finished the season with a perfect record of 32-0 and the first state title in school history. Sharife came into his own this season too, connecting with Isaac on dime after dime after dime. Thank you! Cooper was a force to be reckoned with all season. He averaged 28 points per game, 9 assists, 6 rebounds per game, and a ridiculous 4 steals per contest. That record and those stats were good enough for Sharife to be named USA Today National Player of the Year, Max Preps Player of the Year, and Georgia Gatorade Player of the Year, y'all. So yeah, let's just say Sharife was finally on those recruiting boards he belonged on all along. In the point guard senior year, he got even better. With Okoro off the ball at Auburn, it was officially the Sharife show. No surprise that boy averaged a 30 ball in his senior campaign. I guess I can go on to tell you he was selected as a McDonald's All-American and a Jordan Brand Classic All-American. But to be honest, I'd rather just run a few of these clips. Come here, snatch, ankle, gone, sheesh. He mixing folks like that? Following an iconic high school career, what will be next for Sharife Cooper?
Watching you play, it's all mental. You got all the tools you need to be PD.
Here's a kid who had the opportunity to play essentially any place in the country, but ultimately decided to stay close to home. following in the footsteps of his former teammate Isaac Okoro by joining the Auburn Tigers. Unfortunately, the NCAA opened up an investigation surrounding Cooper's eligibility, and he wasn't able to play for the first 12 games of the season. But on January 9, 2021, Sharife was able to play finally and came out with a bang, dropping 26 points, 9 dimes, and 4 boards in his first college game. Though Auburn struggled the rest of the season, every game was another opportunity to watch the kid dazzle. With averages of 20 points, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds per game, he would end up making the SEC All-Freshman team and join Trae Young as the only freshman in the last 30 years to average at least 20 points and 8 dishes a game. Crazy. So what's next for Sharife Cooper? Sure, missing half of his freshman campaign wasn't ideal for his draft stock, and maybe he will fall out of the lottery in this year's draft. People have doubted him before, and maybe people will doubt him again. At the end of the day, ball don't lie. So keep balling, Rife. We can't wait to see you on the big stage. North side. It's been your favorite storyteller, OT Cambo. I gotta get out of here now though. Later.
Yeah, yo, I'm trying to tell you, the gear is fly. The gear is hot. The gear is it. Get to it. Click the link right here while I work on my handles. Hey, ha, ha.